The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Rosenthal.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He'll find Schwartz, complete right side.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To throw on second down, Capps. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Right back to him on first down. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now it's Patterson.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them.
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Operating from the gun, Capps. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown Eagles. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Eagles are pouring it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Murray now. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Capps. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Capps. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third and 2, and here's Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's Patterson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them. On
2nd down now, it's Sanders. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing now is Murray. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Cardinals 17. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Off the play fake. Caps. He's going to go up top again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
17.
They'll run on first down. Rosenthal, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on third down. Caps. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 25. 69 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll keep it on the ground. Rosenthal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Touchdown, Cardinals! A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And they will take a knee here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw on third down. Capps.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is brought in at the 21.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores, want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Murray now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a second down and 6.
To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw is Murray. Throw in deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Murray's got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points